Hi, so here we are at the freshwater marsh at the Ballona Wetlands. What you're looking at behind me is a environment that's mostly dominated by a mix of open water as well as emergent vegetation. Emergent vegetation such as this cattail. Probably one of the most common plants, most dominant plants you're going to find in marshes all over the U.S. It actually grows. It's very, very tall. It's known, of course, for having a corn dog-looking seed head that you could really kind of tell cattails. The genus is Typha, but basically these are emergent plants like this. Same thing with this willow, one of the most common shrubs or trees you're also going to find not only in freshwater marshes in California, but also around the country, in the Midwest and beyond and everywhere. So both of these, especially the plants like the cattail, actually has a lot of tubes inside. Just like any other plants, they need oxygen, but they can't really get it in the saturated, soggy, flooded water. So consequently, it has tubes running up the length of the stem, which allows it to get oxygen from above. In the open water behind me, there are many species of waterfowl, including American coots, a kind of waterfowl that's a bird that's like gray with a little white bill. Very highly adapted to a lot of the modifications we've done to our ponds and creeks. Birds like ducks like mallards, ruddy ducks, a kind of duck that you only find out here on the West Coast, and several that winter here, including the northern shoveler, the American widgeon, but also birds like the pied-billed grebe. Okay, the birds that you might hear kind of squawking from time to time are going to be red-winged blackbirds, and some of them are great-tailed grackles. Okay, now you may think that this is a completely natural environment, like it's never been modified, it's perfectly pristine, but that actually is not true. 30 years ago, this would have been an open field, but it was probably not likely a wetland. This was actually artificially created. That was done in an effort to mitigate the impacts of nearby development. Much of the water coming through here is, the wetland is actually intended to treat a lot of the water coming through here, and a lot of these plants actually suck up a lot of potential toxins that come from like urban runoff and so forth. So this is lies a little higher than the next kind of plant community we're going to be looking at, which is a saltwater marsh. Okay, you're not going to find so much of this cattails. You're not going to find these bulrushes. Instead, you're going to find things like pickleweed and saltgrass, and you're going to see water levels that fluctuate over the course of the day with the tides. So that's a little bit about our freshwater marsh here, and with that, we're going to be signing off and going to the saltwater marsh.